everybody, this is Brady. What we're going to be doing today is replacing the starter on the 1968 Volkswagen Beetle. So what we've got here, this is actually going to be on the passenger side of the vehicle. This is going to be the top engine mount nut. It shares the same bolt as the starter. So the bolt's going to go through the starter and into the engine compartment. So right here, I just find it a little bit easier to go ahead and remove the battery terminal cable from the starter when it's down off the car. It just gives you a little bit more wiggle room to work around. But you can do it when it's still up on the starter. I've done it that way many times, but I've actually found this way just to be easier for me personally. So getting the starter put in there, usually it pops right in. On this one, it was giving me a little bit of a hard time getting into the hole. It probably was the angle that I was at. It wasn't at the best angle to get it stabbed in, but mainly just get it lined up, shove it in the holes, and it should go in pretty easy. So this is actually the top bolt. This is the one that goes through into the engine compartment. If you have a second person that can hold their finger on the back side of this bolt while you get the nut on, that's great. That would be an easy way to do it. What I end up doing is I put a little bit of tape on the back side of that just to hold it on. It only needs to be strong enough just to be able to start the nut onto the bolt, and that's it. A little bit of tape will really help get you that nut started on there. Now, here you're getting ready to do the starter relay wire. This is going to be the wire that goes to the ignition switch. You want to make sure that goes on the top post, which is going to be on the positive receiving end. If you end up putting it on the bottom one, it can actually fry your starter relay, and then you're going to have to replace the starter again. Alright, so now we're back into the engine compartment. This is going to be placing the nut back onto the bolt that we just went through and stabbed through and put a little bit of tape on. That tape is going to be a lifesaver in this point right here. It's just really kind of difficult to get your hands into that area and be able to work with anything. But it is definitely doable. It's really not that bad, but I would say that this is the worst part of replacing a starter on a Volkswagen. we're back and got the starter in. We're going to go ahead and reconnect the battery. Obviously, we needed to disconnect the battery before we started working with the starter because we are working with cables that are coming directly off the battery. Most people say to disconnect the negative side. To me, it was just much easier to disconnect the positive side on this one just because it's right there. Well, thank you for watching. Hope this helped you guys get everything figured out. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.